Georgia is dirty propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they spread their own dirty propaganda to outpower us, to outsmart us, to dirty us around the world. So investors cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow investors to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people and killing people. President Joshua, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Boakai made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's task in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weir is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boakai, former Vice President Boakai, dropped in his heart, he collapsed. Almost died. It is that boy, because George Weir, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery that made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in the medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural heart, compare the two. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe you call George Weir boy because of the age, because Joseph Boakai is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy in the sense of immaturity, no. George Weir is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boakai on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boakai, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy.
The king to rescue or the king to kill or slowly. There's some of we have 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. That on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here and they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the seven area, they sort of be careful with. The water, the people water running from China. They're not putting.
So I supported Joseph Boakai, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him pamper. Every day I gotta buy a pamper. There's a man who bought me pamper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying pamper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest.
For the clear the people. Be central bay. Or in the carro, the necklace, nana, and not in the crack, on the carro. They're all the ferret necklace. They can occupy the carro. They come in and see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know how job facility, our children all our house in college. Now the business between the sustain our children. Just like Boakai can kill and they can rescue. What I say we should fight for our children fisher. They don't want our children fisher. They can damage our children fisher. If they love the citizen, and they don't want
6 years with Georgia government, and we are caretaker. We are the one that's doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boakai for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and if you want to have a meeting with us.
Police so nobody can support. because now where we get our daily bread from. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children with a mother with a bread from. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children with a mother with a Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children with a mother. Nana Labrador men, they're not supporting children with a mother, with a husband, with everything in the home. That some of us will not educated at the business backing or so when they tap around or tap out with pool. Some of us will not of our weapon. We're gonna medicine man was when you come into our market, we'll plan your eye, we will cripple you, Baba signal will whistle on you because we fell out with a nonsense in the country. Yeah, you say I can rescue you, they want care or slow there. I can't do that. So security, they keep my police, they keep me around with selling police, they keep not get all awareness for now until the 7. They want to see you on the street. That's why you don't get nobody job facility. And they're on the street. The people from the federal office they can come by our son. And what people making in it. Yeah. And that business will not belonging in market. Like along the street. And that market or say women in the general market. Say Labrador was phone all over the world. The great America. They sat on the street. Africa they sat on the street. That they Labrador. Why can improve that they want to suppress up on the street?
There, Paulina came and Paulina said, there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group. 730 persons.
I don't want to tell you people fairy tale story that you're going and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the UFO days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I need one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound, not only by myself, but by God alone.
For being refined, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can
Let
remember.
me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and parade me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogis?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there at younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that
when even survival becomes a challenge, daily bread becomes difficult to fetch, then we forget about the things that brings us pleasure, the things that bring us celebration, even fulfillment. Because you know the whole issues about Christmas is a sacred religious fulfillment. But when you see people are kind of forgetting and kind of being so overwhelmed with difficulties, hardship, then it is a problem. Folks, a pleasant good morning to all of you, just wherever you are and however way you're listening to us this morning. It's good to have you join us again for yet another exciting conversation on the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9, towering from the nation's capital in Monrovia, and of course, piercing through the windows, the executive mansion, and of course the different branches of the executive branch of the Liberian government, taking flight to the legislature. With a left turn to the judiciary, covering everything that you need to know with governance in Liberia today. Do we have governance even in the first place? When the laws are being broken, when the constitution is being subverted, when power and influence are being used to butcher the constitution, the authority, the strength, the viability of the constitution of the republic, something most lawyers are terming now as treason, a capital treason, supported, financed exclusively by the President Joseph Numa Boakai. Something that's 360 degrees contrary to the oath he swore to defend the laws and constitution of the Republic of Liberia. And today we see the president financing, spending taxpayers' dollars to butcher the constitution, to undermine the rule of law, undermine the independence of the judiciary, undermine the independence of the legislature, and support a rebellious action. Folks, this is the Freedom Money Rise. And Hagar and I this morning will do an exclusive analysis of events that unfolded on yesterday, plus other issues making the news in Liberia. And it's good to have you join us. Hagar, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you. Good morning to our followers, those who always burn their battery, burn their data, especially the way data is becoming expensive now in the country.
Yeah, I'm told they're cutting
yes, they have slashed it significantly. So what you used to benefit from, like the $3, the $3 data, where they used to give you 12,000 gigabyte, they've reduced that to 3.6 gigabyte, and instead of the 15 days, it has been brought down to 4 days. So that's where we are.
Then I think the $5.
Yes, the $5. The $5 are also at the same 3.6 gigabyte. So yes, that's where we are. So now.
So you'll be spending more on internet.
Spending more and getting less, and so the only one that I don't know whether
it's a strategy to deny people from accessing information on
the social media. Yes,
discourage the social media.
Yeah, but it's good that we are back here this morning, and so like you said, we followed yesterday what happened at the grounds of the Capitol building, and we have our own take on these issues, and we hope to speak about them between now up to 10 o'clock this morning. So yes, interspersed with the Freedom Cash giveaway. So today we are giving out 3,000 regular pay out this morning. So tomorrow we are preparing for another day for the wise men, the 3 wise men. So but before then, the best that you can do for yourself this morning is you play today's edition for just $100 Liberian. you stand a chance instantly to win 3,000 Liberian dollars, which is going to prepare you for tomorrow. And tomorrow, we're going to be giving out a huge sum of money right here, beginning with 100,000, 50,000, and you just name the rest. So yes, star 799 star 799 hash, and then you reply with number 11 for Freedom FM, and then instantly you stand a chance to win for yourself 3,000. So we want to give it out to more winners this morning while we're having our conversation. So it's up to you. All you have to do, at least 5 persons after every draw we do, 5 persons after every draw, then we do more draws here. And yes, if we can give it out to 30 persons this morning, yes, we will. But depending on what it is going to be like. But it's good that we are back here.
Okay. Thanks a lot. So that was the voice of Hagar Gonda. And of course, lately Hagar has been struggling with the weather and everything. And I also believe adjusting to the early morning schedules and all of that. The moment he's over with these, adjustment period or adaptation period, I think we will be good. So let's take a walk with Crime Stopper. While we are doing that, remember the cash giveaway. Today is the $3,000 regular. So the more you play, the better your chances are to win. And the good thing about playing now to win the $3,000, tomorrow the big prizes are returning. So it seems a lot of you, because of the Christmas rush, you just want to get a BB1 equivalent. So, and the way to the easier and the smartest way to go about it is to play now, win the $3,000, get the 3,000, because there's no way you can use that 3,000 the more that you don't win 20,000. And
even 1,000 out of that 3,000, you say.
Yeah, I'm just saying, assuming you say, okay, I'm just dedicating the 3,000 to the 20,000. But let me tell you another strategy you can use again. Right?
Don't get it for all the secret.
For example, you play you win the 3,000 this morning. Tomorrow and on Wednesday, you say, okay, on the Freedom Money Rise, I will spend $1,000. You win 20,000. If you're so lucky, you could win 50 or even 100. Right? Then you wait for Concho.
You join another 1,000.
You join another 1,000 beyond Concho. Right? You're listening. Then you wait for Austin Show.
Austin Show at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. You join another 3,000. If you're that lucky, you get your 20, that's
60,000 right there. Just by using 3,000.
Yeah, just by using the very same 3,000 that you're going to win right here. Right? But you can still use that on the Freedom Money Rise and get the 100,000 folks. So the boys in your code.
So probably after Crime Stoppers, if we can have the 5 persons, then we can do our first draw here this morning. So we give it out, because at least after every 5 we can give it out. Let's see whether at 8 o'clock or 8:15 we can get it up.
Then so let's take a word with Crime Stopper, and we will be right back.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, Reported. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is proudly associated with the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9, and of course, the official sponsor of the Freedom Money Rise. Many thanks to Crime Stopper and the work she continues to do for Liberia and, of course, our country. But you see, all of these works are being undermined by the very, very, very government, and that's quite unfortunate. But however, so yeah, beginning next week, we also have our friends from the national toiletries, and it's important that we will be partnering with them as well to ensure that Liberians cultivate the attitude of appreciating Liberian made and promoting ourselves. You see, when you go Ghana, you go Nigeria, local entrepreneurs are promoted by the locals by prioritizing and patronizing their production. So, and that enhances their capacity to expand, and then all of the technology that attract us to the foreign productions, the local producers then will be able to, bring these ones on board and try to improve the standards and to meet the tastes of consumers. But again, it has to be that patriotic sacrifice to always prioritize Liberian products when our countrymen have decided, made effort to say, you know what, we can produce the thing here. So all of your toiletries that you need, right? The national toiletry produces them. So yes, beginning next week, we will see how far we'll go with that, and yes, we'll pick it up from there. Okay. So have we gotten the 5 people?
Already? So we up
we
to 3 more. So we want to do it, but we need 3 more. Okay. 3 more persons urgently. *799# okay, then you reply with number 11 for just $100 Liberian dollars. Instantly, you stand a chance to win 3,000 right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. So we just need 3 more persons. Then we want to do the first draw to see how many persons going to be a part of the first draw. And that's what we want to do. We want to give it out to, if possible, 50 persons, depending on whether you all will play. Because the fight is you have to play before we can do the draw here. So we don't just go about selecting number randomly from the blue sky.
That's correct.
The numbers that we play are the ones that can be recognized. It is amongst them that we have our winner. So yes, just play this morning instantly. *799# for $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents LD using your Lone Star mobile money account. You stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars. So it's 2,900 profit you should be getting here this morning.
Oh yeah, of course. So let me say a pleasant good morning to the Honorable Speaker of the 55th Liberian Legislature, Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, the legitimate.
We're talking about the speaker that they can play on or they can use on program.
And constitutionally elected Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, known to our partners and, of course, all Liberians across the country, whose office now is being threatened by the insecurity
gross disrespect
of Joseph Boakai. Because if you have let me just the real talk coming, you're way small. Don't go anywhere. Let me tell you, this morning, the firework that coming open here, and somebody will be, but I just wait. Anytime you see me, I start, and forget it. The morning, that nonsense that happened yesterday up Capitol Hill, we get all the details. This morning we come and tell you. And if you always sit down and wait, we will not sit down. There's nothing what you can do. If Baka wants to kill everybody, let him come begin with us. Kill us. If that's what you desire, right? If that's what you desire, imagine the length at which the threat is going. So that goes to say that all of us, when these narcissists in power, ready and so desire, they will do just exactly what they can do. So at least the world saw what she saw yesterday. So Hagar, while we are with our players, it's important that we look at something very, very interesting, and it has even hit the international wire. That is the attitude of the growing attitude among security personnel. This begging culture, extorting and begging international guests, visitors, and regular people. Even you and your child go to the mansion, you forget one step, the child behind you, EPA person will beg them, my picking, give me small thing. And you know, so this small thing, and it started the moment Baka took office. Think he appointed this unprofessional hit infested same gay, a very stupid old man. And since he took his very big ugly head and over that place, so everything there has gone down. And the intimidation, he's intimidating the people about dismissals and all of that. So the folks' salaries have not been coming on time, so they resulted into begging. The Executive Protection Service has been reduced to beggars, and they go around uncontrollably begging every human being that goes to the president's house or go to the mansion, and they are on camera, they are on video recordings.
I'm looking for one of the international wires I carried that story to.
It's right here. It's right here, right?
Which one?
I have a recording from this. What you gonna call these people? Okay. The T is the TRT Afrique.
Yes, I think that's
right.
Yeah.
So they have a very short documentary on it. So let me play it for you folks. So you all will have what the country has turned into since you elected Bouaka as president.
President Joseph Boakai. The security unit protecting Liberia's President Joseph Boakai has indefinitely suspended 4 of its officers for allegedly soliciting money from guests at the president's residence. Liberia's Executive Protection Service, EPS, says it has taken swift and decisive action over the officers' unethical conduct. According to the VIP Protection Service, the 4 suspended officers requested tips from people at the president's executive mansion and during national security events. EPS, through its director Sam Gaye, said on December 4th that such actions amount to breaching the highest levels of professionalism and integrity as VIP protectors. The service warned that disciplinary measures, including dismissal, will be taken against any officer found engaging in such activities. EPS, however, noted it is a few of its officers who are tarnishing the reputation of the service, with the majority of its staff serving Liberia with honor and diligence. The service urged members of the public to report any incidents of misconduct by its officers. EPS's values are loyalty, confidentiality, commitment, and courage. The service's main functions are protecting the president, his family, and other close VIPs, protecting Liberia's executive mansion and the president's other homes, protecting sensitive documents, and conducting security checks of incoming mail and packages.
That's it. So our executive, and I like how she concluded with the function.
Yeah, the function.
What they're supposed to be doing. But when you put the people there, you're not paying them, and you're suppressing them, and say they will be quiet and their family to the horse, and you see them walking like that, and stuff. When the president goes somewhere, they will jump from the car. They're not paying the people. So some of the men that can stand there and they do not have access to the the corruption money and things. So the result when visitor come, foreign guests, presidents or diplomats or just any kind of foreign guests come to the executive mansion or go to the president hall, the fund with well, drop us something. Drop us something. Drop us something. It has reached a point now where they have said they shame the leadership. And I think Sam Gates should be held responsible for this. This is, I mean, under his watch, the EPS is reduced to this. I mean, it does not help just by suspending or dismissing, and a few people. Sometimes without even due process, just suspend them. No, that means there's a culture, there's an atmosphere that has come into the EPS that is not supporting the officers. So it has pushed them. These are all professionally trained people. They know their ethics. They know the do's and the don'ts. So it's under extreme circumstances that these guys will decide to be begging guests for handout. I hold the leadership responsible for that.
And Abu,
Sam Gay must take full responsibility for this, and he must not scapegoat by dismissing or suspending ordinary officers. And it is not only ending here. Hey, guys, when you finish, I'll read from the airport, something from the Rabat International Airport as well. So it's becoming a commonplace thing among the security forces in the country now.
Abu, let's be frank. There is this belief in saying that it is better to beg than to steal. And under what circumstances do you see a person begging? When the person feel like all of their efforts that they have exerted as a person has proven fruitless, and then begging becomes the only option. Either begging or stealing becomes the only option. And the person chooses to go for the most, at least, responsible one, which is the begging aspect. Abu, it is very sickening to note that there are people assigned at the president residence who are there and cannot even find a food to eat for themselves. I will just open the lines. There are people who will call you from the home of the president, or people who are assigned directly to the president. And they will tell you the kind of constraint. I know of a guy who had his the people who renovated the president's area. Abu, the president, when the guys were working over there, it was one morning the guy said, I mean, we're sitting, and the president came out to visit and see the work we were doing. When we saw the paper, we felt like we were rescued. And the guy said the paper, when they came there, he spoke, and after a few minutes he left. When he was leaving, the people were constrained to beg him, Papi, nothing on ground.
Yeah.
And you know what he told the people? You're working, I will pay you, and pay you can use the money to buy what you want to buy. That's the kind of Bwaka you have. And let's be frank, there are many.
And he's not doing that because he's disciplined. Because you can be stealing. There's a corruption index report that have come out.
Yes, I saw that yesterday. Where like Roscoe 25.
25.
Yeah.
When your child go to school, they get a child test for 100
points.
Where is
to school? 100 points.
100 points. The child not score 50. When score 50, they say he fail.
Yeah.
He score 60, he fail. But the child go school 25. When you sit down after spending $500 for the child first semester, the child go bring grade sheet. You see 25 or 100. Tell me how you feel. Corruption, what they say, they were coming to come for. Bwaka go for corruption beat him. Now he fell down, kiki all behind him, step in his stumble and get him 25.
And Bwaka, in one of his recordings, said corruption has broken every fabric of the country. And that recording will play it up tomorrow. But Abu, with regards to what is going on with the EPS and all kind of things, Abu, these guys are under serious constraint to do what they did.
Exactly.
It was better that they beg, Abu. From my end, it was better that they beg than to steal to spoil the image of the country. But at this point now, it is clear that the president and those around him are not treating people who are working with them good.
That's the point. You get it? And that's what Sam
So imagine if the guys will start people assign. That'd be frank, man. It's just like
these are VIP.
Abu,
We hear Ellington, we
have time. But Bwaka time we hearing now VIP, let's say or EPS personnel are soliciting tip up from VIPs. And Abu, the same thing the police can be doing the street to the motorcyclist. For the EPS, that's their own way of getting their own. Because Abu, if you're giving the people what they need, money. If you're giving the people, you can tell me the people will be working over there, they are not being fed. The people working over there, their salary aren't even coming. The people working over there, they get nothing in their pockets, Abu, then they are hungry. You expect them to beg?
They will obviously beg. These things, I mean,
so that is just the situation that Liberia, especially or personnel of the EPS are currently going through. Abu, this country is not safe now as we speak. It's clear that you can see that. This country is not safe as we speak now. Or people from the Veteran Bureau.
It means the security is compromised.
The security is compromised.
People are begging like this for tips, asking.
Oh yeah, so it means that anybody that get money, they can go for you.
Come and enter
anybody that get money, they can go for you.
But we even get time for Baga Hall. But anybody, I mean, it talks about generally our safety and protection. Our safety and protection. So sometimes you become human being towards your fellow human to keep certain standards in place.
Oh yeah.
But you do that. You can't. Someone Gina, so they're instilling fear, doing all kinds of things, threatening people. And when you don't pay people, you say they shouldn't talk. When they talk, you dismiss them.
Their life.
All those ones. Those are the result of what we are having now. See from Mangibi County, Rabos International Airport, the Labrador Airport Authority released this in under 30 minutes. The Labrador Airport Authority has received and noted allegations of extortion and intimidation involving security personnel at the Rabot International Airport. Security personnel at the airport, in fact, they're not even begging you, right? They intimidating you. So, folks, think about it now. This is the country where I say rescue coming, everything coming be. Security people are not even begging now, but making a condition, compelling you. Travelers. As soon as we open the phone lines on this thing, you hear testimonies, you get cool. The country is poor. The guys finish destroying this country, but all is not lost. We can redeem and we must redeem. I am saying we must redeem Liberia from these idiots. Yes, I mean it. From these idiots. Because it is proven clearly that these fools have got no quality solution to Liberia's problems, and all they have come to do is to compound and complicate the challenges that we've always had, that we've been seeking to address, and they've come right to complicate them for us. On today, some media outlet reported that passengers arriving at the Rabos International Airport accused state security personnel of engaging in robbery and intimidation, forcing travelers to pay fees to have their luggages cleared. Folks, are you listening to what Liberia has turned into? This is coming from the international airport, Liberia's international airport. State security assigned at the Rabos International Airport are intimidating, coercing, and robbing passengers coming in and leaving out of Liberia under Joseph Numa Boakai. He's not focusing on these leadership excesses. Rather, he's bent on facilitating, financing a coup against the leadership of the legislature. This is terrible. Upon receiving these serious allegations, the Labrador Airport Authority has initiated a full-scale investigation to ascertain the claims thoroughly. As part of this investigation, LAA will collaborate with relevant law enforcement agencies and stakeholders to ensure a comprehensive review of the circumstances surrounding these allegations. The circumstances is delay in salary, disrespect for officers, and of course, intimidation and threat about dismissing them. But their family has to survive, and they're compelled to go to the airport and intimidate passengers and create an unnecessary fees or fines that people must pay to clear their luggages. After paying all of what they need to pay, you go there and say, before you send in the security post, say, you must pay the amount. Folks, what have our country turned into under this 80-year-old Baptist deacon? What has Liberia turned into? And some of you are seeing this to be partisanship. It is hard time that we prioritize patriotism above senseless partisanship. This goes beyond, irrespective. Even some of you seditionists that are supporting on record, supporting this nonsense and collecting money. We know you. We have heard the information. We have them. You are collecting money. You are supposed to be an executive of the CDC, and you are collecting money from Tomo Fala and other people, and you are clandestinely dealing business with the renegade lawmaker to create havoc and chaos. Careless now about whether you want to attack your own CDC person, that is left with you. It is your business, but we will not sit here and spare all of you, undermine our democracy, and put our country on backward trajectory. We will not tolerate that.
So I just reading through the Global Corruption Index for 2024, and I'm seeing my country sitting proudly at 145. The country is ranked 145 with a score of 25%. Under 80-year-old old man who promised that he was coming to rescue the country, who all through his days in the opposition, his argument was always that the country corruption was eating the fabric of the country. And I'm trying to compare this report with the 2020 and 2021 report, so we know where we were before and where we are now.
No, but this is the least performance.
Yeah. No, so we just wanted people to know.
The record.
We just wanted people to know where we are. So at least this year we've been able to score we've been able to score 25. Imagine your child, you go pay school fee for your child, and your child coming home after tests. They're coming home with the average of 25. Imagine as a parent what you would do, how you would feel. This is where we are. This is where we are. This is the least that Liberia, like you said, the least that Liberia have reached. So again, I'm going to 2021. So the same thing. Liberia, all of the times, that's in time past, the position Liberia have had cannot be compared to what it is now. We're talking about the country scoring 25. 25. Even in a 30-point quiz, there are children who can go above 25. But in a country where old man Bwaka is as president, and yes, Abu, like you said, it's just terrible. Because all of the ranks Liberia have had, they are far above what it is currently.
This is the least
that Liberia
has performed in the corruption
it is embarrassing for the image of our country.
That means the level of corruption that has happened. Let me just simplify that. Where people report there, they're not also independent people report. These are the report that the very Bwaka was using when he was in opposition. But when he became president, now he is president. The same people have started from January since he fainted and took over. They've been shaking on his knee, just on a dummy, right? Passing around. This one they say you can wear beach trousers again, so we forget about the beach trouser bill, right? Liberia has performed worse. There has been more corruption in the country in under 1 year, according to the corruption index, than it has ever been in the history and life of Liberia. The question becomes, where are they taking our money to? And these corruptions are clear that you cannot argue, even folks in the government cannot argue. When $22 million is being allotted, when $100 million was allotted for 100 days deliverable and we did not see a penny, we did not see a thing, right? When the inauguration money was allotted and corrupted. When the entire budget was passed, and we are yet to see any tangible in terms of PSRP for fiscal year 2024, what does that tell you about the management of the public resources? And all of the other allegations about corruptions in contracting, in concessions, and all of that, kickbacks and all of those things, corruption. So the degree of corruption go from the yellow machine to the Ayalolo buses to the 10,000 youth and all the other failed programs that the government has had. All of them were designed to put taxpayers' money there and they go back and steal it. 1 year report. When Amara Conan said it's a lost year, you all say, I told you that when we hit December, the reports will be coming out. This is the worst that has ever happened to Liberia in terms of corruption. Corruption is not new in Liberia, but Bwaka has taken it to another level. Children are stealing. Look at drugs. They're using drugs. Human trafficking has increased in the country. So everything is going up. Corruption has increased. Human trafficking, right? They're selling human beings. Liberia now is being a hub where they will take our children, our relatives. They will take them, they bundle them up without proper documentation and send them to traffickers. It's happening under Bwaka. He's not talking about that. He's not designing strategy to resolve it. I challenge the Ministry of Labor to argue that the Ministry of Justice, all of them, they are there. They know the position of the U.S. right now towards them with regard this. So from now to June next year is the next reporting period, and it is clear that Liberia is making no progress on human trafficking. Right, we're going to drop further down, and when we do, this is going to put our country in a devastating position.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Abu,
very devastating.
You want us to do?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's do our.
So we need just one more person quickly. Star 799 hash. Reply with numbers 11 for Freedom FM. Yes, then you stand a chance to win 3,000 instantly right here on the Freedom Catch giveaway. So let's get the one person so the system can activate. They will move on star 799 hash. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM here this morning. Then you stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Catch giveaway. This country is becoming terrible, especially when you see that law enforcement officers have taken side. They've put aside the respect for the rule of law. They've put aside professionalism, and they are now involved into partisan law enforcement. They are now involved into unethical law enforcement, especially going as far as hating on elected lawmakers. This is how far our country has retrogressed, and this is how far our country is under 80-year-old Omen Bwakai. The mayor said he got all of the experiences in past government that he worked, but all of the time that almost like you get a child in K2, and the child get in a K2, fee in the K2, and every time they come, they get in a K2, then you're thinking that the day put in first grade will improve. Now where we are now, but this is Liberia for us. We are calling our winners this morning. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11. Number 11 this morning. You stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars instantly.
Yellow valued subscriber. The subscriber you're trying to reach is currently out.
Okay, so let me call another person. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Let me talk to this person.
While the calls are on, keep playing.
Keep playing. Good morning.
And so we get the targets fast.
How are you, Chief?
Good morning.
This is Hagar, and I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay. Did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
Yes.
How many times?
I played 5 times.
You played 5 times?
That's
$500.
So you used 500 Liberian dollars.
How many?
You used 500 Liberian dollars.
Yeah.
Check your phone. You receive 3,000 Liberian dollars as part of our winners for today.
Okay. Thank you.
Continue to play, Chief. Tomorrow is a grand. It's one of the draws for the three
No,
Wasman.
since February, I've been on it yet.
Okay. All right.
February.
All right. Yes, these are people who
don't give up.
I pray you play tomorrow so you can win big money here. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 7 for Freedom FM. Then you stand a chance to win instantly for yourself. You stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars. So we want to move on. We want to do more draws. You see, I just the first draw I did. The first draw brought out several persons, 4 persons. Okay. So yes, I'm calling the second person. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
How are you, man?
How about?
This is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. Did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
I'm not playing again. Saint July, I'm not playing again. I can't win.
You played this morning?
Yeah.
How many times?
One time the morning for yesterday, I've been playing almost 2-3 times yesterday. Today, now to me try my last luck.
Wow. Oh. Okay. Wow. So yes, you won for yourself 3,000 Liberian dollars. Check your phone, okay?
Thank you. My station to die for.
I know, right? Okay, all right. My station to die for. Yeah, the country is hard. The country is very, very hard. And you don't need a rocket scientist to tell us that this country is high on the.
Right now, we need station to die for. We need you to listen as we give your instructions, because where the country is right now, we're not only doing listening.
Yes.
When we teach you, you must apply the education. When we conscientize you about your rights, you must know them and take ownership of your rights.
Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. Just 100 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance to win. Okay, so yes, just 100 Liberian dollars you win for yourself. 3,000 Liberian dollars right here, right now on the Freedom Cash. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you? This is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Hey, Hagar, you made my day, man.
I know, right? So, did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
I played 200 this morning.
You played only 2 times.
I've been playing over the past few weeks, but this morning only 2 times.
Okay, so check your phone. You just received 3,000 Liberian dollars.
I got it. I got it, bro.
All right, Chief. I like that. I got it. Remember, tell the American man. Remember, tell the American man for 3,000. Yeah, I got it. I got it, bro. I got it, bro.
3,000.
Tomorrow the man with 100,000 pounds. I know that like Chinese will speak on the radio.
Wait, December they come.
Yeah, December. Yeah. So star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Morning, this is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah, my name is Abraham Fari.
Abi, did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah, I played Freedom Cash giveaway this morning.
How many times you play it?
I've been playing the number several times.
How many times you play it this morning, Alpha?
I played once.
Yeah, you play 1 time. So you just use 100 Liberian dollars.
Okay.
Yes, check your phone. You just won 3,000 right now, okay?
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Chief. Continue to play the Freedom Cash giveaway.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, boss. Okay. So yes. Let's see. So we gave it out. We gave it a chance. You see the first draw I did. I got 5 persons that won. So yes. We will do another one. But let's see. Let's see. We can get at least 5 persons to play again. Then we do. I think the entire file play for if I have one. So let me check. Wait. 5 play 5. Okay, 4-1. Okay, yes, 4. So yes, let's see. But today, so yes, let's see. We want to do it like this, and how we can see the Christmas coming. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM for just 100 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance instantly to win 3,000. So we're giving it a chance again. We're giving it to you between now to 8:45. We can get the 5 persons. Just under 14 minutes. If we can get the 5 person, then we do another draw right here.
Definitely, folks. So grab your phone. Make sure you have at least $100 or above, and let's do this. Because, folks, we are going now into the real issues, and this is the most important part that all of you have to pay attention to. Because you know what, our safety, our security are all at stake. What happened yesterday was despicable, uncivilized, irresponsible, and of course, undemocratic. To see that happen with the man or a man that brags of over 45 years or whatever years of governmental experience and the technical know-how leaves us to wonder whether the people who claim to know it really know it. The people who come and say they know it, do they really know it? Or must we wait for evidence of what they have done to track people's record? If I say I can drive, do not allow me to just express to you that I'm an experienced driver. Rather, you should see me do it. And on the basis of that, then you can repose confidence. This is where Bwaka is bringing all of us. They say he had 42, 45, conflicting. Everything about him is conflicting. That how he's stuck at 89-year-old from 2023 up to, I mean from 2017 up to 2023, this old man, be then he was 79-year-old. Everything we went up and down, they man be then he's 79-year-old.
He became president before he crossed to 80.
He became president before he crossed to 80. So everything about this old man has been one way or the other conflicting. But that is not even the issue. Now, folks, let me read a few things that I have gathered with respect to happenings in this whole thing. Hey guys, it's very serious. Sources have made us to understand, very impeccable sources, that on yesterday, diplomats, international partners, while that nonsense was going on, right, engaged the speaker, Funati Kofa, asking him, understanding the severity of the undemocratic action, spoke with Funati Kofa. Funati himself does not know that I know this. No, he will be shocked even listening. But you know, we are at a point now in our profession, there is no information in Labrador that we want.
No, but it's obvious, yes.
I can tell you that for free, and you can take it home and sleep on it. Right? So they spoke with him, asking him for whatever he may need as help, that he should let them know. And you know, that he should let them know. International, embassies, partners, yeah. For some, and you know, reason I'm not going to call any specific embassy, but I'm just letting you know. But who knows? Just to tell you how far this thing has reached. They also returned the letter, and I challenge the so-called irresponsible, illiterate buffoons calling themselves majority bloc. All of them. Some of these fools, they fail wired. Some of them, they had to take wire 2 times. So these are empty-headed dummies who only because of democratic and you know what should I call it? Just by chance. But it's not because they present any extra intelligence. Some of these clowns are flunkies. Way back flunkies from high school. They're not exceptional. Right? So when you all see yourself privileged in that position, you're not exceptional. Some of you are very dull. Call yourself lawmakers. So these fools are taking letters to the different embassies and international partners telling them not to do business with Funati. And a very reputable embassy in the country declined and returned their letter back on yesterday. Folks, I hope you are listening. So we're tracking this thing from all over. And that's why we will come here. When we come here every morning and tell you that we recognize the legitimate speaker. Look, we are not talking from the blue. We are bigger than your perception about us. So that's what you all need to understand. And you can, some of you are ready, so you can make your calls and see. And if you verify and you establish, just call me and say, "Oh, I will thank you."
But somebody's already confirming it here. They said Kufa said it yesterday.
He said it yesterday, right?
Yeah, that was the person saying.
Return their letters. So if our partners can recognize the illegitimacy of this action, come to think about the president. Bwaka does not understand that to be the president of our country, under our system, you call that old brain, let me sit down, let me educate him small. Right? That as president of Liberia, you have 3 cardinal functions and responsibilities and duties. You function as head of state, head of government, and commander-in-chief. But you have to also understand what does it entails. These 3 functions of the president of Liberia. Any president who is bereft of the slightest understanding of what these 3 functions entails, that is the least of a human being to head even pigs. Least to talk about a country
like this.
So that individual will be demonstrating the inability to hear pigs. So for Bwaka to not understand the severity and the urgency in everything that's happening now says a lot about his own capacity to lead anything. And I'm going to put this squarely on Bwaka. You see, everything that's happening, the turmoil, the chaos, the gangsterism, the rebel attitude, and all of the panics around town is because you have a limp duck president. A sneezy, unaware president. A man who does not even understand what he is supposed to. What does it mean to be president of the country? What it means to be president of the country is you are the head of government. And as head of government, what is the Liberian government? The Liberian government is 3 separate but coordinated branches, right? Administrative branches working together. So if you are the head of those 3 branches, what that means is that you provide supervision on everything and take custodian and responsibility for everything that happens with it. As much as each of the branches have their head, but then you emerge as the head of the government. So anything that happens with any component part of that government, you hold responsibility. You must take it as your own. But when this shameful, disgraceful old man was asked about the situation, he said it's a normal legislative proceeding. Imagine the limitation and, of course, inadequacies of Bwaka. Tell me a chaotic scene. Forgetting to understand that as head of government, you need to, and then you are the commander-in-chief of the army. That means the army cannot take any decision you want. You are the head of the army. As commander-in-chief, you are the head of state, the chief executive. You take the final decision, and you are there sleeping. Chaos is looming. And what did we see on up Capitol Hill yesterday? Hagar, that is a mimicking of the ugly past. Why did we disband our police and restructure the police and recruit new people? Because the police and the army were deemed divided and, of course, partisan police, partisan army. We saw during the war period, the army took side. And under a civilized democracy, the moment the national security apparatus begin to take side, that means they have lost the essence of providing national security. And we saw the police took sides yesterday. Clearly, when the chair on rules and order and the leadership, high-ranking leaders of the legislature moved and asked the police as to what they were doing on the premises, they said they had instructions. And I can remember vividly Marvin Cole asked, where did you get your instructions from? They said the instruction they had was to provide protection for the so-called majority. The majority that have just lost a case at the Supreme Court. The majority whose actions have been weighted on all spheres of our political spectrum have been deemed unconstitutional, illegal, and of course not respecting of the fundamental requirement of our laws that calls for due process in any given circumstances. And the president instructs. Hey guys, let me tell you how the police operate. The police is under the Ministry of Justice. The Minister of Justice is the Attorney General. The Attorney General advises the president on legal and security matters in the country. So
he's the only person who can follow the president's decision.
Exactly. So the Attorney General instructs the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police takes instruction from the Attorney General. The Attorney General takes instruction from the president. So you see how it comes down. So on yesterday, after the so-called illiterate, irresponsible, dumbhead majority bloc, led by a very confused and I don't even know how to call that out of Richard Coon, man. I mean, there is trouble in the land. There is calamity in Liberia. I saw for the first time in my living memory 2 speakers. And let me let you know, and I'm challenging Richard Coon. The vehicle that Richard Coon is riding now, and the U.S. and other partners should follow this. I'm telling you now, that vehicle is a stolen vehicle from the U.S. The car that Richard Coon is riding, quote me, is a stolen vehicle. I challenge Richard Coon to provide credible, legit documentation for that car. And I know who brought it to the country. I know the car that you can hear bushmeat. That means he won't be speaker in buying illegal cars. He's buying stolen cars. And he's riding a stolen car. Right? Whether he has paid for it or not, this government will expose your plane. Some of our friends, all of your associates, will call your names. The country will know you. You go to America, you ain't doing no work there. You steal the people car. Some of the cars, when they steal it, children, babies can be on the car. Here, guy. But because they are stealing, they will steal the people car. When the people enter the supermarket, they leave their car parking, they will enter, they will auto boot the car, they will enter the car, they steal it, they put child in the car, they will go and dump the children. These are killers. They steal under terrible conditions, they steal the cars, and this useless guy calling himself speaker or what in majority black leader, right? And proudly riding a stolen car. Richard Coon is probably riding a stolen car, plated. And then he calls himself, or somebody calling himself leader. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day.
Yes, and Abu, it's not just in Mosorado. I'm also seeing online here something that happened in Maryland County at the Tottenham University. It's very terrible for our country when the police continue to portray itself in such a fashion. When the police continue to prove to Liberians that they can only be their own security and not depend on state security actors, it is becoming terrible for our country. With all of what is happening at the grounds of the Capitol building, again, it is up to the House of Elders, the Liberian Senate. It is clear that everything that is ongoing at the grounds of the Capitol building, especially under the quote-unquote majority bloc, is illegal. But the executive under Boakai has chosen to work with the quote-unquote majority bloc because of their own selfish interest. The interest of the executive is not the interest of the Liberian people. The interest is to ensure that clandestine money can be the proof so that it is stolen and placed into personal covers and personal pockets. That's why you see they don't want the right thing to be done. And that's why you see our international partners who are inclined enough to these things are not supporting them. So look at what happened yesterday. People who call themselves ministers under the executive branch, under the gabble of the president, under the leadership of the president, disrespected the legitimate leadership of the House of Representatives, disrespected the court's ruling, and ran to those rebels and irresponsible, reckless people who feel like They've gotten everything in their life because Liberians voted them for 6 years. Ran to them, say they are going for budget hearing. Now, budget hearing that you are running for, the budget hearing is under question. International partners will not want to recognize what is happening over there because they themselves believe that it is not legitimate, it is not legal. Now, like I said, it is up to the Liberian Senate to prove to international partners that they are the host of elders. Are you going to work and concur with what the illegal thing that is happening at the House of Representatives now under the quote-unquote majority bloc? Or are you going to say, like you said before, we cannot work with this because of the court's decision? The court reference Article 33 and Article 49. And you all know we have read Article 33 and 49 of the Liberian Constitution here on several occasions. And just again, I want to read this so you know what the Constitution is saying here in Article 43, and that of course Article 33, and that of course Article 49. The Constitution in Article 39 says a simple majority of each house under now what is happening, the simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business, but a lower number like the one that happening now with the guys supporting Kofas and the rule of law in the country. But a lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members. Compel the attendance of absent members, including the renegade lawmakers, the rebels. Whenever the House of Representatives and the Senate shall meet in joint session, the presiding officer of the House of Representatives shall preside. Who is the presiding officer of the House of Representatives? Now we'll go to Article 49 of the Constitution. It is sick when people, that's why I will have to again blame we Liberians. We Liberians, up to now, we've not set a standard as to how we should elect people who should represent us. Liberians have not set a standard to say before this person become representative, before we can support this person, let's see the person educational qualification, let's see the person professional qualification, let's see how prepared is the person to work in our interests. I'm saying this to let you know, when you elect group of hungry people who themselves been suffering and they had nothing to eat, and they ride on your emotions, they ride on your ignorance, and they make decisions, and those decisions start to haunt you today. Both of these guys that are running around today are people of no integrity. Both of these guys that are running around today are people who could not afford a cup of meal for themselves. So today, when they receive 15,000, they can even kill for it. That's what you see them doing. Today, their interest is to pass the budget so they can take their share from there, and they don't care how you will feel, but they don't care whether their action is against the interest of the country, is against the commoners who stood under the sun to vote for them, or it is against the commoners who stood under the rain to vote for them. They care about that. You get so hungry men, and bulk of them that we know today. Today, you see them rushing, doing what they are doing. They are not doing it in the interest. They are not doing it because of you, the common people. It's clear. I think you all know that. For some of you, you are getting sense to know that they are not doing it for you. They are doing it because of themselves. Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution, 1986. The House of Representatives shall elect once every 6 years a speaker who shall be the presiding officer of that body, a deputy speaker, and such other officers as shall ensure the proper functioning of the House. The speaker, the deputy speaker, and other officers so elected may be removed from office for cause by resolution of a two-third majority of members of the House.
Oh, man. Who tell you the people not
So it is clear. But all of these things that are happening today, it is happening because of the selfish interest that these guys are running to the table with. All of what is happening today, it is happening because the guys want to have their share of the elephant meat. Some of those people that are there today, they know, they said they can sit within themselves, they know that what they're doing is wrong. But the people feel like you can't do nothing. You who stood in the sun to vote for them, you can't do nothing. So they can say to hell with the people. The people already feel that they get their 6 years. So their 6 years, they will do what they are able to do. You care, they don't even care whether you give them the second term. They care. Because they will damage the covers of the country, they will steal, they will loot the country's cover. And then when the new leadership, you elect new leadership tomorrow, then they will start from zero before then you start complaining again.
Okay.
That's how the country is.
So check there and let's see what's happening because the real firework.
Yeah, so yes.
So put it in small, folks.
So we say that reached that. So
we will lay the blame right before and we'll give you all of the reason. And when we leave from here, you will believe when we tell you, say, this person is held responsible.
Mm-hmm.
You will know.
So star 799 hash, we want to do it, but we still need 3 more person. We need 3. We need 3 more person. You just do it for just $100 Liberian dollars. That's star 799 hash using your Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money. Star 799 hash. And then you reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. Instantly, you stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. So we want to give it out to another group of people. But let's see, we have to get the 3 persons now. So it's up to you. We got 7 minutes to 9. 7 minutes
now to 9 o'clock.
7 minutes to 9. If we can get the 3 between now to 9 o'clock, then we do it. So we give it out to more winners right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for just $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents USD. You stand a chance to win 3,000 instantly. So once we can get a 3, we can do what we want to do right here and give it out to you, our followers.
Folks, so you have to hurry it up, buckle up, and because we want to make sure while we're having this conversation that we keep giving our cash, because the cash is here. The partner, this is of course part of the partnership terms. So yes, and when we come here too, we want to make sure that you get money on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And how the talking can get sweet and juicy. So yeah, we won't turn around and go by with the money there. So make sure you have at least $100, folks. You spend $100, for instance, or 200 or 300.
Mm-hmm. The highest this morning have been 500. The highest person I've played.
Right? 500. That man has a profit margin of 2,500. Right? So that 2,500 now, he already got his 500. Wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow, the least money you can win at 20,000. So every day we are here, the show is here. The show is your friend. We're family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have something on the show. So it is your impression that you will give us. And by playing and participating, and we're seeing it's going, it's having impact, and people are there. Then we say, okay, let's continue the partnership. Because let me tell you, when we transitioned, we knew that hell was coming. Hell in the literary sense of the word, that suffering, difficulties, hardship were actually coming because we knew that the country had transitioned to a bunch of unprepared group of criminals whose records are clear and known. All of them. And I see that other men to finance ministry who think because we can gain small respect in the sense of trying to jab and something mean that he's opening an arm. Look, we get your record. Your fans are with us. Augustine P. Gaffon. The day we open our mouth on you, we embarrass you. The entire country will sit down and say, the thing and the dossier we have gathered on Augustine P. Gaffon. If Gaffon does not prove himself worthy of a man who has come afresh, we will disgrace him. And let this go as a caveat to Gaffon. We know all, we got all the year record. So when we see passing around thinking you can the days of intellectualizing the Liberian populace while you're stealing are over. Right now, everything is on record. That day when you go on the Europe, oh, there's a gavel, a finio. Don't turn it over. We're not coming sit down here and look at people and damaging the future of our country and our children and ourselves. And then we say, oh, gavel, man. We finish with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
We finish. You respect yourself, we respect you. You put yourself into metal call, we dish you all with broom straw. We're not even remembering your name because the country have suffered so long. Imagine our old people, our parents believe that Bwaka as an old man are going to see the disgrace he has brought upon them.
Mm-hmm.
But folks, make money, hit the three people target, and let's shoot. We get 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes to 9 o'clock.
You can even increase it. Instead of 3, don't say you guys stop to 3. So we can even get 5, 6.
You get 5, then we even reduce
Right?
the next target for the next draw. So
5, 6, then we can even get more.
Yeah, we can
right?
give out more.
So you have it, the boys in your coat.
Yeah, it's up to you. For just $100 Liberian dollars, it's up to you this morning. *799#. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. Then instantly, you stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars right here on the Freedom Catch giveaway. So we're looking for the 2 more person. We're looking for 2 more person. Then if we can get it between now to 9 o'clock, we do the draw. If we can, we will have to push it to 9:05 at least. But you have to do it so the system can open. Yes, right here, *799#. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. You stand a chance instantly to win 3,000 Abu.
Okay, so that's it. And so we're waiting. So once we reach the target with something. Mm-hmm. So what did I say to you initially? I told you initially that the international partners, foreign embassies near Monrovia, have not missed their words and have not kept silent on everything that's happening, and there are mounting pressures. They are mounting diplomat, but the way diplomacy works, not like you and myself, they're mounting significant pressure. As a result of that pressure, last night, and let Bwaka office tell me that I'm lying. Last night, increasing pressure, the old man was compelled to take his phone and call the speaker. Bwaka called Speaker Funanti Kufa to a meeting last night. Folks, listen, yo. The country, too many things going on, and it's actually very frustrating. And sometimes when you see us sound the way we sound, it's out of utter frustration. Just us. If you create the environment that will compel us to be Bwaka friend, will be Bwaka friend. But Bwaka is not compared. So, fast forward. He placed the call. And the call emanated as a result of the uncivilized police brutality. Unprovoked police brutality. Not just on, like some people say, men and, Yana boys and girls anymore. Or the university student on the Tottenham University campus who were equally brutalized on yesterday, right, by state security. The wave of police brutality, senseless police brutality, has grabbed the attention of our international friends and partners. So those pressure Bwaka asked Speaker Kufa to a meeting last night. And I can say clearly that Funanti had 2 lawmakers that accompanied him in that meeting last night. And it ended in dialogue. There is a round 2 or a part 2 scheduled for this morning. Folks, I'm giving you serious information here. Right? Because I'm interested in what is happening to save the country. And these things is not, this is what the president, that's why I begin with educating Bouaka on what it means to be president of Liberia first. Because you need to know what it means to be president of Liberia, the enormity of the power, the duties, the functions, the responsibilities that you have, and their interpretation thereto. So I provided free tutorial for Bouaka, the president. Right? I taught him free. He did not give me any cent. And you all listen to it. Some of you did not know this is free education serving our country for the man who is president. But because he did not understand these things, he did not know it. That's how we are here. And then our diplomatic people now have to do what they will call shallow diplomacy in resolving the matter. Getting involved, the pressure, the phone calls, the banks, the rejection. When you go to this place, they reject you. Go to this place, they reject that message. When the government attempt to engage this diplomatic mission, they reject. They turn their back. They do this. These things are happening, folks. As a result, this old sneezy, weak, retarded president of ours was compelled to call the speaker to a meeting. And of course, the speaker went there with two of his confidants, lawmakers from his bloc, the legitimate bloc, the Liberian people bloc, went there to the meeting, right? And my source also made me to understand that the meeting continued this morning. And in the meeting, at least I can speak for that side, right? For the speaker. My source have also made me to understand that Speaker Kofa did not mince his word and he confronted the president head on, which I applaud him for. At this point, no, we must face the devil and look in the face of the devil and call him a devil. Look at the witchcraft and tell you are a damn freaking witch. This is what the speaker did. The speaker confronted both Bouaka and Kun on what? The complicity in what is going on at the capital. What that means to break that big wall down for my people to understand. The speaker in the face and in the meeting with Bouaka was clear that the president and his vice president are complicit in what is going on, are the one contributing, supporting, and of course giving strength to the rebellious action of Capitol Hill in what is going on. And what did the speaker require? The speaker demanded that all acts of the renegade be brought to an end. Since you people are the ones sending them, everything must stop. And that is the precondition. And yes, that is the precondition of the Liberian people, the civil society, the independent, the students, the youths, the motorcyclists, and everybody. This is our towering message to the president, to the speaker. And we agree with him in principle. Because the Liberian people want sanity. Power now fools. You can't force power. Because the rules guarding power, the acquisition of power, even the presidency, the laws governing the acquisition of the presidency of any given country, the laws governing the acquisition of the speakership of our legislature. Why are we circumventing, bypassing, and of course subverting these laws when they're there? Plain. Why are we doing that? Oh, for political correctness purposes? Nonsense. Bouaka, this is nonsense and you ought to stop it. That's what the speaker say. Everything must be brought to along, right? With ensuring that this Janjaweed malicious be made to discontinue this action and accountability be served. Just for you to understand. But now, How did we get here? Our government is structured beautifully. Right? Our government is structured very beautifully in ways that every office and every structure have a responsibility and they work hand in hand. And in event of these, on matters of constitutionality and the law, the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia plays very important role in guarding the conscience of the president or the decision of the president in matters of legality and constitutionality. It's key to tell you how the president and his government is united in this plot. The Attorney General is Councillor Oswald Toy. You know, this Oswald Toy man is an old man that we have given a lot of respect to. And this is going to be the second time that he's feeling our respect and our trust and confidence. He did it with how they extradited illegally the guy, Sheriff, to Guinea, to the junta. He failed on that. And now he has failed again. As the Attorney General, you are the only cabinet minister with the sole authority to legally and respectfully have a different of opinion, or if you may, disagree with the president of the Republic of Liberia. You are the only. And there's a reason why, because you're supposed to carry that understanding of the law, legality, and all of that. So you can differ. And if this man who is the Attorney General of the Republic, understanding what the Supreme Court came with and all of the laws and everything, reading them, understanding them, right? If that Attorney General had disagreed with the president, not disagree with the president, right? But had prefer a constitutionally backed opinion that differs with the current action of the president and the executive, we would not have been here today. We've now witnessed what happened up Capitol Hill, the brutalization or the manhandling and mistreatment of lawmakers, representative of the people. What happened was yesterday is an action against each of those districts that are being represented through this individual. The guy from Grand Jida that was attacked, Grand Jida District 2 lawmaker, that was an attack and a disrespect and an affront to the people of Grand Jida County, because that man represents the elders of District 2. He will represent the mothers, the children, the youth. Everybody in that district is represented through that man. And by the fact that the president instructed the police to beat that man with baton on yesterday, the president was beating the people of Grand Jida County. This is bad. You don't know the implication of these things, but you will get to know. And under the watchful eyes of the Attorney General, he sat there as Minister of Justice of the Republic and allowed the Constitution of the Republic to be disrespected in the form and manner in which that happened. The Supreme Court ruling here got ready for you. And the violations in the Constitution, Article 37 and 49. The Attorney General is supposed to advise the president and the executive on constitutionality and matters of law. Did the Attorney General do that? Evident by what we saw yesterday, no, he did not do it. He did the contrary. And this is a disgrace to his name, and this is a disgrace to his legal reputation. Yep, we are putting all of you on the record for the Liberian people to know us what where. To allow the Constitution to be bastardized and disrespected and abused and violated after the Supreme Court's opinion and the Supreme Court ruling speaks volume about your incompetence, about your weakness, about your very, very undemocratic desire to serve a demagogue in Boaka. As Minister of Justice and Attorney General, for you to have instructed the Liberian National Police through the Inspector General to brutalize and as well have inflicted bodily injury on lawmakers. Under your watch as Attorney General and Justice Minister of the Republic of Liberia, failing to defend the Constitution and with all of the power given you to disagree with the president as the only cabinet minister that can do so, and you sat there, history will remember you very, very negatively. And Liberia must not close their eyes on that. This action reflects negatively and poorly on the Attorney General of the Republic. And any bloodshed that happens, Liberians, you see, when we took to this profession was to always put things in the right perspective. Any bloodshed that happened, we are putting you in a position where you will know where the failure came from, the part of the government, the breakdown, the failure came from. So you see, what the Attorney General is supposed to do is they not do it. Mm-hmm. And when this thing results into chaos, when life are lost, and you know already that people like Oswald Tuwe will be blamed and held responsible. And the president also feeling on his responsibility to resolve a legislative impasse. The first major leadership decision that Bouaka has been confronted with that threatening, the safety of our country is this legislative impasse. That Bouaka failed to bring this under control, means that if anything go on the rampage, you must also hold the president responsible for that. Hold his justice minister responsible, hold the president responsible, hold the police inspector general responsible for everything that happened yesterday up Capitol Hill. Folks, I'm telling you the law, I'm telling you the structure of our governance and how these things work, how these things happen.
But the guys will not be deployed, police will not be deployed on Capitol Hill without the consent of the how you call it, the justice minister.
Not at all.
And the police will not be deployed over there without the consent of Gregory Como, who is the Inspector General of Police. And the justice minister will not give instruction to the police inspector general if it is not sent to him by the president. And the justice minister or the police inspector general will not institute order when it is not given to him by the attorney general. So there's a whole chain of command that is used. So if you see these things happening, it is clear that the president is in the know one, and you listen to the late Senator Johnson in one of his recordings that we've had with latest, where he said no one lawmaker or no one representative in this country is able to facilitate the removal of a speaker if not supported by the executive. So this is where we are. The guys they have been in hotels for a month plus, or I should say 2 months now. And they are there. Who you think is facilitating their stay? All of what they are going through, the expenses and things, they are getting everything that they need to get. They are getting it on time and in time. Now the vice president convoy can even be escorting the guy's convoy. So who you think is behind this, if not these people? Though we agree that some members of the Liberian Senate are in support of this, and but they are solely being supported by the executive, because these guys believe that they can use their own money to do these things. That the country money they can call loose cash. And the loose cash they can use, it is the taxpayer money. That's why you see 900,000 passing the other side, the other money passing the other side. It is happening this way. When you're approving budget for, I don't know how they call it, the supplementary budget, right? When you're approving that budget and you're approving budget when the president said you needed 20 million for roads, that the reason you're approving that budget is to get cash and facilitate activities like this. And for Nati, this is where we are. It is terrible that the laws of our country is being disrespected, grossly disrespected, and the public is seeing this, people complaining, and nothing is being done. You said I was not speaking, we was president, we could not speak to issues and things. Bouaka, since this thing happened, it has been 2 months plus. Only for you to sit there and see that normal legislative politics. When last you saw lawmakers beating on each other? When last you saw police going at the grounds of the Capitol building and beating on lawmakers elected by the people? When last you saw it that it became normal legislative practice? Or is it only under Boakai that it has become a normal legislative practice? Are the police a part of the legislature? When already we have legislative law or legislative police officers that are there at the grounds of the Capitol building?
The man said the one-way instruction.
What are the instruction? The guys one way. Abu, the guys can be assigned over there as early as 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Or in the building.
As early as 6:30, 5 o'clock. Hey, the police, I'm just sorry for some of you. You're already not plenty in the country like let me tell you the plenty people making for you. If you're not careful, the thing you're doing, it will go back to the police officers because the rudeness you're applying. It will come a time police officers will just start losing. Now that the intel we're getting around here and we're saying this so you can be careful. If you're taking men, your people are getting the street, what happens if these people that you're beating on their citizens decide to get their citizens get angry and decide to start kidnapping police officers? You're not plenty in the country, you're ready to fool the people.
But they want them
you guys are putting the peace of our country at stake. You're putting the peace of our country at risk, and you're doing nothing because you feel you got the political power today, so you want to exercise it anyway and not even care about what's happening. Yeah, just send it to me. They'll call the guys. I don't know whether Cruzo is around or Cruzo or Chris. Chris can come.
Discuss it,
yeah, Chris can come and see. So you come and see the police. You come. Cruzo or Chris, one of you, please help us in here from the studio quickly. So, Abu, we can get the one person quickly, then we do Imagine with Naimi. So, once we can get the one person, we have one more person to get in the system. We can run to the system and do another draw right here. *79. Yes, send it to me. Let me send it to the WhatsApp. Or you send it to directly send it to the WhatsApp here. *799# for just $100 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance right here to win for yourself 3,000 Liberian dollars. So *799#. Okay. And then the list of radio stations will appear. You reply with number 11 for Freedom FM, and then just for $100 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to win for yourself 3,000 Liberian dollars. So while we're still waiting for Chris, let's see, we get the one person whether we got it. Then we do the draw right here. We can do the draw right here, right now. Oh gosh. *799#. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. Just $100 Liberian dollars. You stand a chance to win 3,000 instantly on the Freedom Catch giveaway right here this morning. *799#. Reply with number 11. And then yes, you stand a chance to win right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. We want to do more draws. You send it to WhatsApp?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do more draws right here. So yes, we want to display your police officers so you can see the new members of the parliament have become that the presidency, that normal legislative practice. Good morning. Morning, Chief. How are you? This is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom. You see your name is? Thomas Walker. Thomas, did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
Yes, sir.
How many times you play? 4 times.
Yeah.
So you play 4 times so that 400 you use.
Yes, sir.
So you've won for yourself 3,000 Liberian dollars. Can you confirm me that you received your 3,000 this morning?
Thank you very much.
Check your phone, okay?
Thank you very much. I'm praying to win this morning.
Yeah, okay. You'll win plenty of money tomorrow. Just continue to play the Freedom Cash. Amen.
Thank you very much.
Amen. All right. So yes, *799# reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. You stand a chance to win 3,000 instantly right here there on the Freedom Catch. I gave away right here. Right here, right now. So we're calling more winners. We want to call more winners out this morning. *799#. reply with number 11. Continue to play. Then once we're done with these people, we could do another one. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
This is Hagar Gunda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Okay. My name is Mohamed Kroma.
Mr. Kruma, did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
Yes, sir.
How many times you played?
I played 2 times.
You played 2 times. You used 200 Liberian dollars.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so check your phone. You receive 3,000 Liberian dollars.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Chief. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. Instantly, you stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars. That's all one reckless guy go post on Facebook. Yeah, the country is very terrible, very, very terrible. So we're doing more draws here this morning. Continue to play the Freedom Cash giveaway. When we finish with this one, then maybe we can do more draws depending on whether we just continue to reach. But we got more person here. I told you, I say when you play 5, when we reach a threshold of 5, we're doing a draw. Yes, it can be a good thing when we're doing a draw because we can have more winners. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you, Chief?
Fine.
This is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
Did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah.
How many times?
1 time.
You play 1 time?
Yeah.
Check your phone. You received 3,000 Liberian dollars this morning.
Oh, thank you. I've been praying. Sing all the draw I've been praying. I wanted today now I get more.
Okay, so yeah, at least your number have been recognized now. So beginning tomorrow too, we'll be giving a huge amount. You can win something bigger. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, Chief. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11 for Freedom FM. You stand a chance to win 3,000 Liberian dollars here instantly this morning. So yes, we want to do more here this morning. Right here, right now. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, Chief. This is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Oh.
Did you play the Freedom Cash giveaway this morning?
Sure.
How many times you play?
2 times.
You played 2 times.
Yes,
So that is a 200 you use.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so check your phone. You just received 3,000 as part of our winners for today.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Chief. You're welcome. All right. Star 799 hash. Let's do 1. We can do 1 right here, right now. Yes. Then we give it a chance for others to play too as well. We got more draws to do. You're just continuing to play. We need 5 more again. Yes. 5 more. Then we move to do another. We want to do more this morning. Let me call this other person. So yes, star 799 hash.
Yellow Valley subscriber. The subscriber you're trying to reach is currently out of coverage area.
Okay, so yes, star 799 hash. I'll call another person if I can't get this person. We'll call. Okay. All right, this person not picking. And I think.
And the good thing about it,
that one have money already.
The money already on their phone, so you two can be a part and make sure you have more monies on your phone. So we are putting into the final lap of the conversation, folks. Like we intimated from the very onset of the show, Liberia is at a very critical juncture. And unfortunately, that sense of urgency is not even there with the president, and that is the most troubling. So the country can be boiling, going down. The president would just not know that something happening in the country. So you see how we are left ungoverned, we're left uncared of. Nobody cares. Nobody is paying attention. And all these different, tensions are happening, and nobody. Simply because We've placed partisanship above patriotism. Something I'm going to spend time on tomorrow. But just to digress a little bit, over the weekend, they say Bwaka get a degree in agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
So when he become president, the agriculture pool will be
Center,
happy.
yeah.
And something, so some of the agriculture pool, so we already have some local farmers that are doing well. So normally we'll have this agriculture fair. So over the weekend there was an agriculture fair. But guess what? Now? The president went there. The same thing we're talking about these EPA people and making a man turning to beggar. The old man went there again. In fact, he was unable to even appreciate the farmers. People travel from far away counties, carry their product because they can sit on the table or in the something by county by county.
Yeah. So
right.
Yeah.
So if you're from Monserrado County, you carry your own produce there. The president will come. They will walk around. They will see you. They appreciate you and blah blah and everything. So that's how it worked. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, the president went there. They only pop in. They say they carry him to some a meal, some a rest meal. He went there. The man lost 100 people. He didn't get to put nothing, even their carpet appreciation. The last time I told President we did it, I think he gave us some money. I think 5,000, 15,000. But he gave the record. Who is it that President we gave appreciation and and also assistance. The woman went there again, buy around. The thing you're not able to do in your life. Other people struggle, they're making something, they're producing something, they're adding value. Go, you can appreciate it. But money in the budget for all the things, so you can spend the money. So now, folks, Liberians, yesterday the question we were asking and that we all need to find answers to, despite the Supreme Court's ruling declaring the actions of the so-called majority bloc illegal, the state went ahead, guarded by state security, armed to the teeth. We have the videos we come and play for those of us following live. Armed to the teeth, march on the Capitol, brutalize and beat up lawmakers, your representatives, only because they're standing in defense of the Constitution and the orders from all indication came from the president's office through the Attorney General to the police inspector general, and that's how you saw what happened up Capitol Hill. We thought this was a legislative matter when the president himself said it's a normal legislative thing. So why you say your police people there with arm? We saw them beat on, particularly they were targeting lawmakers. And the risk and danger associated with that is if this lawmaker feels unprotected and unsafe, right? If they feel unprotected and unsafe by state security, they could divulge other means of protecting themselves. And that's what we do not want. And that's why we think the president be insensitive and callous with his duties and function. So if you make the state security to appear only protecting of your side and leave the other people vulnerable, right? Natural law requires that we must preserve our life. So when these people decide to organize their own defense and security and they go up there, what will we see, folks? Chaos. Who is fueling that? The president. Because the president is ignoring what he's supposed to do. The president instructs his finance minister to do legislative business with the very group that have been declared illegal by the Supreme Court. And we saw the Ministry of Finance folks move to do business with the so-called majority bloc called budget hearing. And that's why this morning, before we play the video, my appeal to Speaker J. Funantikofa, do not resign. Liberian, these are critical moments for our country, democracy, and leadership history. We need to know the people who are sincere to governance and or the people who are there for themselves. The Senate, through its leadership, communicated that they were not doing business until with the House of Representatives until the matter before the court are resolved. Right, Higa? So now the court ruling is out. I believe they have read it. So I want to see how are they going to concur. How are they going to concur with the so-called majority bloc after this useless broadcast sponsor thing that they're on, say hearing? We did not only see that in no time on yesterday. Leprin Johnson told us, and the records are clear. No single lawmaker can spend that dime, say they come and remove speaker. What did we see? We saw a fleet of brand new SUVs being unveiled and, of course, given to people at the legislature
But
by
why is the for
the
the
majority. So, who's giving the money to them to buy this vehicle? Liberians, if you have ever doubted that Baka does not know about this, Baka taking the taxpayers' money and wasting it like that when there is no teaching materials, right, in the classrooms, when classrooms are leaking, the roofs are leaking, hospitals do not have electricity, do not have medication. Waka is using our money to support illegal and illegitimate means of seizing power at the legislature. Look at the video. What did the police go to do there? Let's play
So
that first one.
for you following us live on Facebook, this is where we are. This is our country, Liberia. Let me share this so you can see where we are. But you'll continue to play the Freedom Cash giveaway, and very shortly after this, we'll come here. Then we'll be doing another draw right here on the Freedom Cash giveaway. Star 799 hash. Reply with number 11, and we'll come back. We do a couple of draws. We want 4 more person. So, Abu, you ready? He said we can go.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so we want to give it volume too. So let's see where we're coming from here. I'm sure it should be from this side.
Yeah, it should be.
So yes, let's listen to this. For your following us on Facebook, follow this.
Listen, James Cole, what authority does James Cole have to call backup armed to the teeth police officers? And folks, you need to understand, for those of you, there's a structure in moving the PSU and the ERU. To move these people, they're not anybody anywhere. I may not tell you exactly now, but I know the Inspector General, right, and the 102 have got some direct authority over the movement, the ERU, and as well as the PSU before they move into action. So, Jim, they don't take a phone, yes? Hmm? The people. Mm-hmm. One day, Alex Pool, Alex, I don't know Alex Pool or who. This is the point. What kind of journalist asking that question? And that journalist is going to be a son there, seeing it, but the journalist say asking a blacker intentional question. So you can look for your own thing. Okay, so now the $1 million question is who instructed the police? Who ordered the police there? You listen to the speaker. And it's clear for some of you thinking, oh, the violence, you have to look at the genesis of how it started. How? What and when do we see this high level police presence there? Who takes them there? Skoga and his group of gangsters. Flouting all legislative laws, bastardizing the constitution because they think they have proximity to power and they have the support of the executive mansion. So when they're moving there, just a telephone call to the inspector general, consented to by the attorney general of the republic, and then you can have 3, 4, 5 pickup loads of armed to the thief police officers ready to brutalize federal lawmakers. This is happening when Baka is president, folks. This is chaotic. This is reminiscence of a Janjaweed junta administration. That is why people believe that. And somebody is arguing, oh, why did Reverend Sibo call for interim arrangement? And I let to join and Reverend Sibo and say that as much as the president continues to demonstrate incapacity and inability to properly steer the affairs of the Republic of Liberia, it's hard time that will call for interim arrangement. Oh yes, because this one-man business, our country must not go down.
Mm-hmm.
We can rise up and call the president to step aside and institute an interim arrangement that will take us to election and bring a stable and, of course, responsible president who will govern the country with a sense of urgency for the sustainability of Liberia's peace and tranquility. But this man does not have that sense. This man does not have that urgency. This man does not have that understanding. The writings are on the wall, folks. Don't you see them clearly? The signs are becoming very evident that some sort of quality leadership needs to be brought to bed, or else we are headed for dooms, folks. I don't want you to sit and say, oh, if we were no. These are the time to ponder over them. Or you can call the president to take quality leadership actions. He's bloating the payrolls every day. We are appointing people he himself deemed criminals, embarrassing the image of our foreign service. And the president has been coerced to reappointing these same folks back into the system. Why did you dismiss them in the first place? You're bringing them back because you're not being controlled by yourself. You found faults on these people, you dismiss them, and you're reappointing them because maybe kickbacks have gone around your family, people, your sons. These people, they are not serving Liberia. Some of the folks the president has reappointed, they're not Liberia, they're serving children. These are people that are cutting the BM deals for the Tantan Boakai, the Jojo Boakai, and the drugs deal. These are the folks that are putting their faces there for his children. They cover up. You think we do not know, Mr. President? We know them. We know them. We're aware. What? Why? Can you tell us why they were suspended in the first place? Can the executive mansion tell us why they were suspended? And you're reappointing them. Liberians. Yes, Dixon Sibo was right. Oh, yes, he was. Very right. And this is what happens if leadership fails. At least he did not call for junta or military takeover. But there can be an understanding where the president will step down. The citizen will demand the government to step down because this nonsense is happening all across government. You can't tell Braga to step down and leave the country with Kun. No, it doesn't work like that. They all have to leave. Kun is a dull man, very dull, ignorant, foolish, and just power greed. That's all you have. So if you have a situation like that, these people are not demagogue. They're providing governance and leadership for the country. And if they can, they step aside, the country continue to function. We are not saying bring S, Y, or particular person. No, at this point, no political party. Liberia must decide. So, Boakai, if you mean it, you have to buckle up. Folks, let's go to the phone lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
And interact with all of you out there and see. I'm told these things continue. Today is supposed to be section day, and we'll follow 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. And the WhatsApp phone is on. The female line is also active. Call us now. Let's hear you, or forever hold your peace. Folks, let's begin. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Sharif, and good morning to your co-host.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
I'm Francisco Makai, I join you for the cabinet of Norville.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for your elaboration here disclosed to the public this morning. But on the issues concerning about the incident at Ukra Capital Building this morning, yesterday, Abu.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
You're live. Oh, the man went off.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good Sherry and Komodo Hager. Let me appreciate the both of you this morning for the discussion. The name is Robert. Political Slata Ibrahimovic. I call you this morning for the Congress sitting in Kumota. Let me appreciate the both of you. And you know, and as I said, this president is not serious. I don't think that he is a president of the Republic of Liberia. Because there is no serious man president with Senate and then his country be running as the way it is. The first person of government is in a situation that had a proclivated to own money, peace and democracy, and you are sponsoring it, you are supporting it. Are you very serious to be president where we have few more days to go to for you to address the nation? You think when a speaker is not seated, you think when a three branches of government that's supposed to work equals appointed are not very seated, you think enough function, you think you have a safe state of nation address? There's about time for the president to be clear. If he wants to be president, he tell him, if he doesn't want to be president, you can fire his rule. They're going to do something. They're going to do something. Who will assist you? But you cannot put a country in a state where there is nothing going on. Our international partners are to step in. Our international partners, you are giving respect to all the international partners. Everybody, you are running the country recklessly.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear you. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. My name is Abraham P. Brown, and I call you from SD Kubara, respectively. Well, straight to the issue. For me, I'm not so proud of those things that is happening on the Baka regime. If Mr. Baka does not understand government, we told people, but they fail to understand. Even they are in a agenda called rule of law. Those guys don't know the rule of law. They are complete ruler instead of leader. This guy will continue to put our class into constitutional classes. My advice to Farati Kofa is for him to not resign. Then you probably don't have a project. We'll continue and to see the end of this problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You got okay.
Yeah, we still waiting to see.
You're live. Go ahead.
I'm actually calling from Broadway, Pharmacy. Yes, it's something that people are trying to cause problem into this nation. If I have so many information I gather from Guinea, Sierra Leone, but I will come on air with this information. But brother, they are trying to cause problem in this nation.
They're doing business with the junta in Guinea. Mamaka Ability was just there. They feed I think last week. Mamaka Ability went Guinea again. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
You see, this country, the people from our country, you see,
your line is bad. You have to adjust and call us back.
Yeah, so
let me take
this.
Hello, good morning.
Abu.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. This is your brother, Idrissa Sombai.
Idrissa, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, thanks so kindly for the fantabulous conversation. Yeah, you and Jeka, let me say how to. You know, Abu, there's a sad time to see an SOD killer, that rebel, go and say, why is it? I can go record now people that say, foolish me, I even know that they need. Go and say, Gregory Kobo, that female. Because that guy is very irresponsible. Then you get one reckless president go and say, Baka is the Sierra Leone. The guy who doesn't understand national politics. But you know, go around trying to bring a junta government. Yes, that's that arrogant posture.
Okay.
Let me say this: we have to support our people, the people who govern by who going by the rule of law. Let the fear for us from the Kofa. The thing is there. We will make sure all these rebels, all these renegades, will try to get rid of them to beat on them to
Okay. Idrissa, thanks a lot. Idrissa Sombai has weighed in that, and so let's see. Let's take more calls on this line here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live on the radio. Go ahead.
So very happy to hear your voice this morning. Besides hearing your voice, Abraham Cousin Williams and other people are fighting the battle for in crisis. Why the people in Uganda, what's the army, what's the police of the states? What
They are sleeping. They are all sleeping and pampering Boaka's nonsense. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning, Hagar.
Good morning, Chief.
Thank you very much this morning for the fascinating discussion. Abu, you've made my day. Most especially when it comes to the lackadaisical behavior of some of the sedition. Abu, it tells you to know that a vast majority of the sedition, the leg of Jefferson Kochi, the leg of Jana Ko, the leg of Mama Johnson, all of the guys are from local county. So it tells you to know that the issue that is happening right now, they will not have interest, they will side with the
My man, if you waiting for CDC as a party, and honor the kind of leadership now, just forget it. We're talking about Liberian action. There are people believed to even be taking money from the very CDC leadership. So just forget about that one. Let's talk about the Liberal people thing.
That's what we're saying. Like in the words of Isaac Jackson, Liberians need to wake up to the occasion and have a mass citizen action. We are prepared to have a mass citizen action against the tyrannical behavior of this renegade lawmaker. Let's stand up to the feet.
Yeah, don't wait for CDC. You see the CDC usually looking like it does not exist. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning. Democracy is being butchered, but the political parties are sitting quietly. Go ahead, my friend.
I'm also here to
with everything that happened yesterday up Capitol Hill, CDC has not said anything. The youth league, the national schedule. Moses, go ahead. Sorry, that didn't mean brought CDC Bennett.
Okay, I'm also here to and I call from the United Wilson community. Abu, I want you to do something for the Liberian people.
Okay.
We need a calendar bearing the photos of those rebel lawmakers so that we'll use it as a stepping stone for 2029.
What kind of 2029? We need to rescue the country now. You say 2029? I think we're waiting for. We're waiting for 2029. We need to rescue the country now. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Good morning, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Pastor Emmanuel Kopo. I call from Balanceville. Yes, you see, like you Hagar said rightly, we have a country that is declining in terms of the democratic gain the government has made over the years. And this old man, Baptist Deacon, who is a dictator, because he's become a creeping dictator, a tyrant. So, like you said, really, we need to rescue this country. We need to raise men to action. It's not time to talk. They have trampled over our constitution, and by the grace of God, my 54 years on the earth, I've never seen people beating a certain lawmaker like that.
Oh yeah, beating them with back to injuring them. Some of them are hospitalized, and you sit down here, you think that normal situation. Go ahead. Hello, Poker Robert is on the line. So Poker, I've already called your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, my dear brother, and thanks for the effort always using to work for Liberian people in the interest of our beloved country. Abu, for now, where we are now, we are reached to the stage where our four ancestors say in the parable that the place that spoon reached to mouth open, he have reached there. Those lawmakers from the hooligan and from the rebel group, they pass the car through the gate. Nobody check it.
Yeah.
Waka rebel group pass through the gate. Nobody check the car. Representative Gucci, along with another representative passing through the gate. Yeah. They found it and they hooligan call themselves police won't check it. But we are there. Nobody will check the lawmaker car yet.
Yeah. Nobody. The same way they check the other car, nobody will check in the car. The rule got to be holistic, got to be applied to everybody.
Thank you. They were sitting right here with Jeremiah Kuma, not Jeremiah Kuma. When they come a front of hooligan pass here, they pass feel around. Nobody take the car. Today, our lawmaker passing, they are checking out our lawmaker car and say our lawmaker, they are under their obligation. But we say no to it, and they ban our letter from right here. If the police try it today, what am I going to take? Police ban it for here? I'm going to take something ban it for here. But nobody will tell our lawmaker car. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Okay, Masisi, go ahead.
Thank you, Abu. So you and Hagar, how you do my children? Okay. Thank you for the show this morning. I'm just sitting and laughing. What we wanted to do that, what we want in this country, and we need to stand on that we put like bullet. Just listen to the other thing. Nothing sitting here now. It's a Liberal thing. We are Liberal. So tell us a question. So tell the people.
So many things on the 5,000.
That's not Liberal politics. Don't leave authority and say, this is your tell no. You call it all the people tell now for their right. Come on. Don't leave for the other head. We are tradition. So they will get the quarter will have good. But we have go, but we are finished going now. Don't this is the other head. Then the very first step for the good. The one border, we want border, we want them, we want that. What kind of leadership power? What you doing for the country? And the brother, people.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So this one is just coming in. Of course, police. Edmund, just hold on a bit. So police at the Capitol building are now conducting search on cars only belonging to minority, those described or identified as minority member. So who gave them that instruction? While they are allowing the so-called majority to pass freely, and they are subjecting other lawmakers to interrogation and harassment. That's for you.
I would agree with you and Ega when you say it is time for interim arrangement in Liberia. Clear.
No, we're quoting this guy, Diskin Sibo said that. So yeah, we're just relaying that.
I also agree with that. I agree with that because that was the plan B of the Black government. When they were coming to the 2023 election, that's what they were pushing for. They were not pushing for governance. No, they were not prepared. So probably they know now that they can't make it, there is no way out. So they're fighting to bring it into the agreement. But this is not disappointment. If the representative then will sit there and allow them to be flocked yesterday, and today they are driving by our Capitol building and not rallying also follow behind it, this is my disappointment. If I'm in your district and a policeman whip you, you should have routed people in your district to guard. The police right now, they are only guarding. Majority black, they are not guarding our own representative. So we should be ready to follow beyond it to guard them, to come and so that we can check out that thing one time and face it. That's the only way the nonsense will stop.
All right, Edmund, let me lead and pick Abraham Connor. Abraham, morning.
Abu, your morning, guys. Thank you for the show.
Morning, Chief.
Thank you. Good morning. Look, Abu and Yeka, when you find woman history, anything that will happen that will benefit him, he will not talk. All the things that are happening right now, he will not talk because it benefited him. You go to the CPP, the confusion of between Bernard Ure and Cummings, it benefited Parker. He did not talk. He went to go testify. So everything that happened to the country right now, Parker is benefiting. As long as Parker is in our presidency, Kwame Nkrumah can do anything with anybody who at the Parker will not talk. It's just normal thing. Nothing because it benefiting him. This is where our country are. Look at the corruption in there. This man that you said that he was corrupt so much that he was corrupt that you campaign against him, he was breaking all the law. What are you doing? Look at the in there that just came up. And now you're comparing now with one time when those same report came up. He even did well than what you have done in your first year. So this is where the country is right now. Abu, I'm telling you, look at what you're talking about. Somebody in Guinea, Abu, that country is, for the next 5 years, that country is in trouble, brother. We just got to continue talking.
So, Avi, you can remember Robert Sally, the time they brought in government and say pro bono. You can remember that pro bono? When people, when they say somebody on pro bono, when UP say the person on pro bono, forget it. That's stealing, they come in stealing.
My brother, forget it.
Bagana introduce pro bono again. Yeah. Is it,
pro bono. It's all packaging money for the people.
Stealing.
Oh, yeah, Abu.
All right, Chief. Okay. Thank you for your contribution right here, Abu. I'm sure we're out of time now.
Yeah, we are out of time, folks. Right? And these are testing moments for all of us. You see, duty to protect and uphold our democracy rests with each of us. It behooves us on the quality of decisions and actions we will take, civil actions we will take, in defiance of every act that we seek to undermine and jeopardize the stability and, of course, serenity of our republic. What the hell will a police officer decide to stop lawmakers, legitimately elected lawmakers, representatives of the people, from accessing their workplace. Folks, Liberians, come to think about it. Lawmakers representing you are being denied under Boaka's instruction, under the Justice Minister's instruction, and under the RG instruction. They have arms with guns, right? They have guns and everything. Yeah, that everything is on. Right? So, with the instruction to prevent our lawmakers from accessing their office, this is bad. Folks, if you think this is normal for you, alhamdulillah. But for me, I think this is abnormal. And it requires serious actions and intervention to send a signal. This is the beginning. If the police can take a side involving lawmakers, think about you tomorrow. Think about your community. Think about your household, your family. And when your actions or when you believe not to be on the side of the government. And that's why I get a little disappointed with my friends in the CDC, particularly those who call themselves leaders. And I mean, after the disastrous performance of the very CDC leadership in the just ended election, I don't know why they will still be holding on to leadership. That should be a call for restructuring. You just lost an election. So what other idea you have? Your ideas are supposed to be put to bed to ensure success for the party, but you lose that one. But you still say you must remain there as leader. Does it make sense? You're supposed to win election. Party, when party get leadership, the only goal they get is to win election. But you fail on that goal. That means your idea, your strategy, your know-how is not sufficient to win election. So you move. That whole group to move. But anyway, that one that their party decision. Me and let it be clear with things. But we'll come a time. Let's finish it when we want the Liberian people job for it. We'll come before we start talking about that other one. So, folks, basically, Hagar, we gotta go.
Yes, we'll be here tomorrow, hopefully. It has been a good time being together today. And I hope we can be here tomorrow together.
So for those of you that we could not call,
so
the good thing about it, we did your draw and your cash. It's already in your phone. The good thing about today,
some of you just check your mobile money.
Yeah, only it's already blinging. So congratulations to all of the winners of our $3,000 giveaway on the show this morning. Tomorrow we'll be here fresh to give you 20,000, 50,000, and 100,000. So prepare yourself to walk away with that tomorrow. Until we meet you tomorrow, do have yourself a wonderful time from the nation's capital. Bye-bye.
Make a sound.